Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 24 of The Magic Body. Today I am going to share with you really the main thing that you need to understand about your back in order to prevent all kinds of back problems. So this idea is that we don't want to straighten our spine, but instead we want to balance the curves of our spine. So we are told in this world from every direction, stand up straight. Straighten your back. And, it's good to feel vertical, to be vertical and to straighten up and to sit up straight. All of that is fine. But we don't want to actually physically try to straighten our spine because our spine is not designed to be straight. Our spine is designed with these three primary curves that are perfectly balanced on top of each other. So if you were to draw a line through the spine, the line would cross the spine at each point that the spine changes direction. So this is so important because arches are very intelligent structures. I mean, they're so strong yet flexible, and the natural curves of our spine allow us to have a lot more movement expression, movement range, resilience in our back. If our spine was just straight, that would not give us very much flexibility. So the reason it's so important to think about stacking the curves instead of straightening the spine is that when you straighten the curves of your spine, you're putting lots of pressure on the discs that are between each vertebrae. So our cervical spine, which is the top part of our spine that curves forward, it is meant to curve forward, right? So we have a nice forward curve in our cervical spine. But when we curve it the opposite direction, then what was a forward curve is now curving this way, and all the discs, those fluid-filled sacs between each vertebrae, are getting squashed. And then with our thoracic spine, the second part of our spine that goes from the base of our neck to the base of our rib cage, that part of our spine should curve backwards. So when we over straighten it like a soldier or a ballerina, a lot of times people will have pain in their upper back because they're putting pressure on the discs between the vertebrae in their upper back. And then finally the lower back, the lumbar spine, which is from here, our lumbar spine, that part should curve forward. Right? It should curve forward. And so many of us, especially when we're sitting, have the curve literally going in the opposite direction. So we're at our desks, slouched forward, and our lumbar spine, which should be curving forward, is changing directions completely. And that's why there's so many herniated discs in people's lumbar spines, because we're taking the entire weight of our upper body, of our torso, sending it forward, and it's up to our lower back to hold all that weight forward in a curve that's the opposite of what it was designed to be. So it's really, so what we want to think about is to balance the curves of the spine. Our cervical spine curving forward, our thoracic spine curving back, our lumbar spine curving forward. And each curve just balanced on top of each other. So think about that. Feel the curves of your spine today. And just think about balancing the curves of your spine. Balancing the curves on top of each other. Not straightening your spine. So don't hurt your spine by straightening it. Balance the curves of your spine. And this will bring you a lot of relief. Okay, thank you.